All right, I did some thinking and reading, and that is a very, very dangerous combination. But I think I've formulated a plan to which I'm going to proceed with this little tractor. As you may remember in the last installment, we have no solivatory. It does not lift, at least not like it should. After reading in the book, I believe that this is a relief valve for the lifting circuit, and this one is the pressure valve for the whole shebang. As you will notice, this valve is in the head end that this lever is connected to, which is stuck. So I am supposing that that is probably our issue, and I'm debating on whether I should just pull that off and try that piece, or whether I should just take the whole valve body off and do it swap for swap. And that's what I think I'm gonna do, because it's not that much more effort, is what I'm saying, to just pull these 4 bolts. I think it's just 4 bolts that go through, and then we should be able to get the whole thing off of there. And then we can always figure this apparatus out later. I guess that's the way it's going to be. I mean, I don't know that it would gain me anything to just pull the end off, because I got to get the pressure line off too. I don't know. So I guess I don't have a plan, but we'll find out what I do right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and we're trying to get this lift system to be more better on this tractor, as we had nothing. I mean, it would lift, but it would not pick me up like under a load if I stood on the arms. So I'm feeling like we need to go in here and figure out what's what. And I was trying to decide what the easiest course of action would be, and my original thought had been, let's just swap the whole valve body one for the other, which would make good sense. However, I'm also wondering if my problem isn't just in this head end, because it does not move, and this is supposedly the pressure relief valve setup on this tractor. So yeah, I am inclined to just stick to my original plan and take the whole thing off as one, but then I'm also very curious what I would find inside of this other thing. But that may end up being a winter project. I may not fool with that just right now. However, I'm sure that when I go to try to take hoses loose and stuff, we're gonna have sadness. So let's go over to the other tractor and see if we can decide more better what we want to do. The thing we have going for us here is we have good valvage, the way it is supposed to be. And I also feel like this tractor, the hydraulic system has in fact worked in recent times, which is leading me to believe that what I want to do is just pull the whole shebang. I think there is 1 linkage inside and like 4 bolts to get that valve off. The worst part's going to be getting our hydraulic hoses off, and maybe that won't be too bad either. But yeah, see, I'm not exactly sure how this goes here. Oh, I see. Never mind, I remember now. If I do this, somehow or another, these come out of here. So what I'm saying, I suppose I could take the whole thing off and put it on the other one, but that guy's not going to want these anyway, because what do you do with couplers like that? Not much. I suppose that they pull out like this. That's how they do. Yeah. It's just that I'm not smart enough to get it done. I can't hold the camera and do what I'm trying to do at the same time, so I won't do that thing. That's what I'm saying. I'll set you down and then I will make this happen. But here's what they should do. If we pull these out like such, they should come through like that, and then out. Then we can swap off ends or get different hoses or whatever we can find. We're gonna have to get different hoses for him, but I don't know. This is turning into such a headache project, but it has to be fixed. So let's get going. Let's get this out of here. Come on, dismount. Why won't you come out? Is it because I want you to that you don't want to do it? Man. Come on. Come forward, you. I don't understand why you're not. There's nothing back there to hold you in. There's no reason. No reason you shouldn't pop out of there. Jeez. Would a pry bar be the appropriate tool? Or should I just keep trying to do it with an adjustable wrench that's not the right thing? God. Well. This really needs to come off of here so we can go about our lives in happiness. I'm a little confused at why it's not wanting to play ball with me. I'm very confused at that, actually. I'm starting to lose my marbles, friends. What few marbles I had to start with are quickly leaving. I just want you to come out of here. Now see if I do that. There. Oh, that was difficult for no reason. Now this one, someone has just made some kind of weird, goofy watching me, and that ain't gonna work. So where do I want to take it loose at? The rusty one or the rustier one? Alright, do we suppose that it's going to be the one I grabbed, or is it going to be the next size smaller? No, it's going to be the next size bigger. In other news, I saw today that Bob Barker died. He was 99, so he got as close to 100 without going over. That's kind of neat. Let's see. Let's put that back in. Jeez. Alright, so now when you're working with the hydraulic system, you want to be extra delicate when you take stuff loose. So we're going to use the impact. That's a good idea, right? Those actually came off of there pretty good. Now, see what I got to do here, and I should have done anyway. I really need this out of my way because I got to get that pressure line loose. So I suppose I wonder if this will pull out of there easy or if it's going to fight to the death. We know what it's going to do. Come on. There's a pair of some kind of pliers there. You think that's going to come out of there? No, that's why I didn't want to do it, but then I decided, no, let's go ahead and make it as difficult as possible. Well, can I pull it loose from this end now that I've destroyed it? No. Nope, none of that. Come on, just... Okay. Well, that's not gonna do. This is all rusted up. I wonder why. Why is this so much more rusty than the rest of the tractor? Did they salvage this valve off of a burnt tractor or something? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Did it come off of a Minneapolis Moline one? Because it's kind of gold colored. Oh, I like how no matter what, it's just not wanting to, play. I just don't get it. Folks, I don't know what to do anymore, other than just not worry about this. And this really is terrible. Yeah, I can't get it. Okay. So, rooster noises later. Can we get this one in there? No. That ain't gonna work. What you want to do is put your socket on at 45 degrees. That way, you're sure to get it done correctly. Okay, this is a 7/8, which is not the size because obviously these are foreign. But I might have something that'll work. Let me go check. Well, we've used these before and we failed, but we're going to try it again because we don't learn very good. But an old man who worked at Cummins years and years ago gave me these things. And I'm going to see if they'll get on there. Nope. Probably because it's not really 7/8, it's metric. I think the trouble I had last time is the same trouble I'm about to have now, where it won't come off of it. Oh, that one did not come out the way I wanted it to. And I bet the other one won't either, but I don't care. Something has to happen, so we're gonna have to get this one way or the other. Good, it hit the ground, so that's good. I'm also wondering if this little feller's got to come out. Not sure on that. You got to get that hydraulic line off. Well, what you want to do is get yourself in such a way that you can't get nothing loose. I'm betting that this seat would slide maybe. Would it slide out of the way? No. It's all the way back. Okay, we got that one real close. Let's go to this one. Come on. That's all it took. Remember, I got no idea what's about to happen. I have never had this off before. So anything and everything is possible right now. This valve assembly, the whole tractor could burst into flames for all I know. One thing I know is that everything that falls and hits the floorboard bounces immediately to the ground. So that's handy. Okay, there's a lock washer on here too before I forget. Can I get this one out? Nope. Maybe I didn't go enough yet on that one. Obnoxiously long ratchet to the rescue. Absolutely. Not fitting in there at all. Perfect. There we go. Now, come on. There really is no way to get your meat hook in here to do anything. With this rod in the way, it really would have been handy to take that off. Okay. By the time we're done, we're going to have switched every piece of one tractor to the other. Would have been easier to just pull them over. I don't know if you can see, but there's one more bolt here that I think has to come loose. Maybe it doesn't. but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because who doesn't like more work for no reason? I just get the impression that it does indeed go through. Geez, I really like how this... Right now would be a great time to use an extension. Am I too lazy to go get one? No, you know what I'm gonna do? Because it's right here. Does that fit? No. 11/16. And this. Came off. Didn't break. Now, if my pictures are correct, when this comes off of here, there is a linkage that connects to that roller job from the handle that I'm going to have to get loose. But my next question is, how is this going to come off of here? Because it ain't budging a bit. It must be glued on with the magical glue. Well, that's not something you want to beat on. What should we hit on that won't destroy the whole works? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I got a Tweedledee a minute ago. Jeez. What could we do here? Could we stick this pry bar behind? It's not a pry bar. It's a tire tool or a split rim on a 60-some Ford truck. There, I heard it go separating noises. There. When in doubt, force it out. Well, half of it's loose. Okay, well, why is this not participating? I feel it. Okay, come on. God bless America. I don't understand. This isn't moving forward anymore. There's nothing holding. Oh, there is. Darn. That hydraulic thing's got to go. Or, better yet, instead of just... I about broke it off a while ago. If I go like that, will it come out of there now? Should. That should have been all it took. Wish this was out of my way, but as previously discussed, nothing we can do about that. The seat is probably going to have to come out of my way because it's starting to really tick me off. Well, so much for this simple plan. I sure thought this would just be the easiest way to go. So far, I ain't seeing it. I don't understand why it won't go anymore. There shouldn't be anything else holding it. I mean, seriously. Come on. What the? There, just gotta manhandle it a little bit. Gotta be a little rough with it. It's being too nice. Really wish that the seat wasn't on there. See, See, like now, there's nothing. There's no reason why that wouldn't come off of there. None. None reason why that shouldn't come off of there. I might have to take this seat off. I might not be able to get it without. Okay. I don't know if you can see the frustration, but it's here, my friends. Seat delete. Now, a guy can see what he's got to do. I would think, you know what though? I wonder if that isn't part of my trouble, that this linkage is actually stuck. And it's supposed to move. That might be what part of our issue is. I see that I have done something bad probably here. Pulled out a piston seal or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Okay. So if that's the case, and you're supposed to be able to get that down out of there, I bet you that is it. Hop up here and have a peep. So this here arm, if you can see this was not moving as I pulled it forward, and I think it's supposed to, well, as I was so rudely interrupted by the camera dying, I think my trouble is in this linkage was stuck. So we're gonna pull this sucker off anyway. We'll pull the one off the other tractor, and if it looks like this is moving differently than this one on the other one, then we'll probably just go with that. Swap the whole rig. Probably a needle nose pliers would be a great tool. Alright, the camera keeps shutting off and my patience is quickly dwindling. But I'm wondering, something's just not right with this either. I can't get this linkage out of there with this the way it is. And I bet you I'm going to have to go get the offset wrenches, which I don't have in metric, and see if I can't coerce this somehow to coming loose, this arm on the shaft, and sliding it all over as one. Because I don't think it'll move anymore down, like I don't think it'll clear out of the, I think we're at the peak of its travel. And something just ain't right yet. So, I'm not real sure. Like I said, I wish I knew what I was doing. But I don't. If I could flip that back up. Now, I'll be able to get the ratcheting wrench side on it. Slide the arm off. I think this is moved on here, and I don't think this is the way it's supposed to be. Now, wouldn't a guy think that that's enough to slide that? It did move. But is that enough to get it off of that arm? Well, probably not. It moved over, but it didn't move over enough. Shoot. Could I get that? No. By the time we worked this back and forth enough, it might have fixed it. Oh. Yeah, I'm wondering if that, if me messing with this wouldn't have been all it took now to make her go. Of course now, it moves so free that I can't even get it to hold long enough to... Now, slide over. Slide over and out of my way! Oh, friends. I wish I could say that patience was prevailing, but it's not. I'm thinking about quitting and going to mow the grass. Maybe that will make me feel like I don't want to light this thing on fire and see it up in flames, because I don't know what to do with it. See, that should be going more better, and it's not. This sucker just absolutely... There. Of course, then I put it backwards. Get on there, you! This is nuts. Okay. Why won't you go over? See, we're learning. When we screw this one up so bad, then we'll know what not to do on the next one. And then again, the next one might just come right apart. There. Jeez. Holy crap, that was a lot. Okay, well, we're still fighting. Still fighting stuff. Okay, so this, near as I can tell, was like a backup ring for this, and it is no bueno anymore. This thingamajig is what I had to move to get that linkage off, and I'm not understanding. Okay, what have I learned? Well, not a whole lot. I learned that this spool should slide in and out like this, so I wouldn't have had to take that off if I had just been more aggressive about it. It also is supposed to turn this way, it appears. And that's how it works as you go. I assume this is, yes, this is connected to our roller, which contacts our linkage on out here. So that's all that was. This is our piston. And as far as I know, that's all I know. So I guess what we'll do is pull the other, see, I'm sweating already like a faucet. Pull the seat off the other tractor, pull this off the other tractor, swap them, and see if we got sole vittori. Because otherwise, I don't know. We can tear this one apart and see what's in there, but I really kind of feel like that would be better project for other times than now. I'm not understanding the gasket situation here. It kind of looks like it's missing something, but then it doesn't look like there's enough room for... I'm wondering if that's a homemade gasket somebody made and then they glued on. It kind of does look like a homemade gasket. Huh, well, rinse and repeat. We'll get the other one this far, and maybe we'll figure out what we're doing. Oh, they were farming under the seat on this one. Look at all this stuff they were growing. Cool. All right, well, a guy should probably scrape all that off before we take off the valve, because this is the setup we want to keep. So it would be much more better to not have any of this. Okay, I really like what I'm seeing much more better on this one, because all the linkage and stuff is moving much correctlier, if that's a word. See, when I pull that back, that thing pivots right out of there, which that other one did not do. Now, though, I'm having trouble getting the pin out of this one. Somebody crimped it over awfully good. And that is going to be our headache for the day. How could I get that out of there? Well, I can pull it like that and end up breaking the head off of it like I did, which could be okay. Sometimes that means you can get one tail pulled out. Let's attack it from underneath. Tried to find a pair of pliers I could get in there good. So I got a pair of MIG welder pliers. I don't think that's going to do it either. Oh, awesome. Oh, don't you like it whenever stuff just works and works? Come on out of there. You're so close. There. Might have got one tail. Okay. Get the other one. Now, if this is to be believed correctly, I should be able to shove that over like that. Yep. And this will come right over. Oh yes, that works so much better. This valve is in much better shape. I can tell you that now. Stuff is happening on it that was not happening on that other one. However, now I gotta get this out of here, and that's gonna prove to be a challenge. I don't know what to do to make it more better. Come on. There. Holy Moses, we got it. I think, almost. Oh, now we're underneath this starter landing. Come on. There. Success. We need to clean everything up very much gooder, because it is kind of schmutzy, if that's a word. It does look like our gasket, though, was made the same way. It didn't go all the way around. Okay, but this is awesome. This springs out like it should, because it's supposed to stay against this piece here, which you can pivot to change your draft sensitivity, and it shoves against there. So this one, I believe, will work for us. And if it doesn't lift with this, then we're going to be swapping pumps, which that ain't no big deal. So let me clean all this up and we'll try to put her together. All right, well, once again, I learned some things, and I'm going to share that knowledge with you, so you don't do the same things I did. First of all, this little brass backup ring that goes around the O-ring, that goes around the sleeve, I guess, that is around the piston that was with the spider that the goose swallowed and the old lady that lived in a shoe, or however that goes, is not broken. It is actually made to lock together. It's got like a tab on one end and a fork, and then they're supposed to go together. So you're going to want to make sure to take precautions of that. Secondly, what would have benefited me greatly was to lift the 3-point arms up before taking that apart. And more specifically, once you figure that out, do it in such a way that it will not fall out. Because after you spend about a half an hour tucking that O-ring and brass ring down in here, and then the pipe slips out and your arms come slamming down, it will eject that all right back out, and everything you did was for nothing. So try not to do that thing, is what I'm saying. And thus, I believe we are now finally ready to put this back together. It does, what am I trying to say? I think I showed you that earlier in the footage, because it's been about an hour now since I was out here, but this works correctly. It's got spring tension against it, and it shoves it over this way the whole time. So that's what we needed for this all to work correctly. Because see, this is how you adjust your draft sensitivity, and it's supposed to shove in on that, and then this thing should always be tight against here, and the other one is not. It doesn't even do this. So I think we're on the right track now, friends. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and juice this up with some Permatex, which is always the not right thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. And yeah, I think once we do that, we should be in good shape. We need to get that linkage hook back in, but that shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and use some number 2 magical juice. Just a thin layer of it. Thin, folks. Thin. Not like squirting the whole tube out on the thing. Some people don't understand thin layer. I'm not that good at it either sometimes. I'm not going to yell at you, but I've seen some things before where, you know, more is not better. That's what I'm saying. Silicone should be, I'm not going to make that joke. That will offend people. So I'll just let it go. Our next order of business gonna be to finagle this back on there, right there. Ooh, they're loose pieces. Okay. Oh, don't forget to hook up our linkage. And I should be able to now, on this one, I should just be able to pry this over and stick this right in there where it belongs. Now, I'm not saying that I can. I'm just saying I should be able to. Okay. See, if I go like this, that should let me... Oh, I shouldn't have went like that. I can't hardly work with you right here. I'm sorry to be that way, but... Yeah, see, I didn't get her just quite right. Darn. I need to come at it from a different perspective. Maybe switch hands. Sometimes when you get tired, switch hands. There. Okay, come on. Come on, linkage. Come on, linkage. I got something neat to show you. Come on. Get in there. Almost. Oh. Wow. What is... See, the beauty of this is it's doing this only so that I get completely covered with the number 2 Permatex. That's the only reason it's fighting. Otherwise, this would go right in there. You know, it's doing this so I get all over everything. There. Now we'll get her. Just a matter of lining her up. Okay. We're gonna get that started in there. I think that... Oh, this is awful. There. if I could just get that. If I could just get this somehow or another. Okay. Now let's slide this together. Oh yeah. We got us something now, friends. I'm telling you. It's a much more better than the other one. We'll put the hydraulic line on in a minute. Because now, see, we got the seat off, so we can easily do what we're supposed to do. Oh, ooh. I see a mistake I made already. Come on. Can you see the mistake that I made? I need to flip this like this. Okay, that one still got the washer on. This one needs a washer. I think they're all the same thickness. Okay, table this. I'm trying to figure out what's taking place. This one came out this way, so we got to put it back this way. That's fine. Then this one needs one of these and a lock washer, one of these. And the top one needs one of these right away. And then I did it again. It needs to have the thing up in the air so you can actually use it. And then this like this. And I think we need to go get us another lock washer because I'm thinking that this was missing one while ago. So let's grab one off the other tractor. And this like such. And then this like such. And we're going to attempt let's do it in some manner that makes sense. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. My battery's about dead. Let's put this on. Come on now. Well, we don't need to play this silly game. Probably should just charge the battery, you know? Okay. Do we think we got it? I think we got it. Everything looks good and tight. We got that little bolt over there. So let's get that. Ooh, I'm so happy. It looks like we're doing what we're supposed to. Oh yeah. Forgot what I was doing again. I'm doing this. I don't remember what size that was either. 11/16 maybe? One thing I can be sure is it's not the one that's handy right here. All right. Let me go down to the Fiat parts box I got and see if I got this O-ring, which I think I do. We'll slide it in there, bolt that up, and then we should be ready to give her a test go and see if we got solivatory action. So just a minute. Learn some more info. This O-ring had a metal backup ring around it, which is interesting because the front half of this line I don't believe did. Of course, on mine it was apart for so long that it's hard to say what was supposed to be. Geez, this is going to be difficult. I can see that already. Man. I think I got it. I think I got it captured. This line is slightly, maybe not just quite the way it's supposed to be. So if you hold it just a little bit, it makes it more better. All right. Come on. All right, let's see what happens now. Nothing, because I unhooked the battery cable. Let's do that. Now, please, please, Soli Vittori. Thinking about Soli Vittori-ing. Those have pressure now. Wonder if my piece of pipe is in the way. I think we got her now. Let's let her down. Yep. It's working. Let's sit. Put some weight on it. Come on. Well, we blew something. I don't know what. Gee. Oh, remote valve hose. Yep. Come on, go down. Should be. Okay, what have we learned? Nothing. We learned that we are equally stupid as we were before. The 3-point will hold me up now, which it would not do before. If I would put my weight on it, it would sag down. It will not pick me up if I am sitting on it, so it's not lifting enough. And about the only thing I can come up with there is that it has to be that the hydraulic pump just ain't got it anymore. So I think I'll pull the other one off the other tractor and swap that out and see then if we got us enough stuff. We need to get more oil too, because I think we're just at the bare minimum of acceptable. And we're gonna have to fix that seal on this one like we got to do on mine. So we might as well leave the seat off and get that done. And we might as well do that side too. And we need hoses now, because those hoses obviously did not play. So that's got to be done. But I am happy with the valve switch situation, because I think that this was messed up on that other one. I think it was just stuck and it wouldn't let it go the way it's supposed to. So yeah, I think we did it some favors, but we're not done yet, is what I'm saying. Because we haven't replaced every single piece yet, and we know that's coming. But seriously, I think that maybe now our issue is hydraulic pump, because if it was full of water like that, you know that that's what did the damage there, and I'm sure it did the damage here. So I will get that pulled off of the other one. We'll probably do that in another video. It's really not that difficult. It's just I'm thinking that I got to drain the oil out again, because I'm thinking it'll start coming through as soon as you open that up, but I'm not positive on that. And we got to fix our hoses, because now they've made an oily mess of everything. That's great. But we're one step closer. One step closer. It's just a matter of figuring out what is all wrong with this and putting the best pieces on. So, yeah, like I said, looks like a failure, but not really. We're one step closer to where we need to be. So, it's got to happen, so we might as well just deal with it and make it happen. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or, if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.